Holy mother of cocksuckers, has it been a week for Builderman, and it seems like the only thing he's building is his own criminal record. Roblox. There is not a single person on this planet who hasn't at least heard that name before, especially if you're a parent or a child yourself. Everyone has either heard of it or played it once in their lifetime, and hell, why wouldn't you? It's a free platform, not counting the Robux toddlers steal their mom's credit cards to buy, that has pretty much every game your heart could ever desire. Horror, they've got it. Obbies, they have plenty. Action and first-person shooters, they have plenty of those. So it's no wonder that people of all ages, especially children, would be attracted to this game. But unfortunately, like with most games, the game is probably attracted to you too if you're under the age of consent. And by that I mean there are predators roaming every corner. Now, this is pretty much the case for every game out there, but Roblox is special, and not in a good way, because not only are there predators roaming every game like a school playground, but Roblox also does not care. They don't care about your safety, and they sure as hell don't care about what happens to you as long as they continue to get more players and more revenue. Why do I say this? I'm about to explain. Hello, kings, queens, and everything in between. I'm Lizzie, and if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. I cover everything from the goofy and silly to the dark and disturbing, so without further ado, let's begin. While we will get to Roblox's refusal to do anything about predators on their platform in a second, I must first take a moment to discuss the dumbest idea David Baszucki, however the fuck you say that new Harry Potter spell that just dropped last name, has ever thought of, or at least one of the dumbest, because he's pretty fucking stupid. He came up with the absolute foolproof plan to add a dating feature to Roblox, where players can go on dates in the virtual atmosphere that could potentially lead to real-life connections. Reportedly, he would also be adding age verification of some kind, but that is horrifying because what would stop a child from stealing their parents' ID or something and getting verified and then potentially groomed or harmed by an actual grown-ass adult using the platform? That's just a bad idea all around, and it shouldn't be implemented. It shouldn't have even been spoken, but here we are. It's also important to discuss that a few years ago, Roblox was removing anything that was anti-online dater, such as several items from the shop, because even though the anti-online dater movement was geared towards being against dating through Roblox, as it's highly dangerous, especially when adults and kids play on the platform, Roblox deemed it to be discrimination and removed the items that were promoting a safer environment. Now, let's get to what everyone has been talking about, how Roblox does nothing to stop predators on their platform, and actually apparently discourages it. Some of you might be familiar with the YouTuber Schlep, who is primarily known for basically getting predators on Roblox investigated and arrested in order to make the platform safer for kids, because Roblox has been known to not do nearly enough about the problem. They don't even do the bare minimum, actually. So, Schlep has worked with law enforcement in order to have these predators thrown in prison where they belong. However, Roblox does not like this, apparently, and sent Schlep a nice little cease and desist letter, basically telling him to stop protecting the children, and they IP banned him, so he can't even make another Roblox account, which is what he was doing to catch predators. And they also threatened to sue him for literally protecting children when the platform obviously doesn't care to do anything. The letter states the following: "We love pedophiles!" Okay, that's not actually what it says, but here's the real thing. "We write on behalf of Roblox Corporation. This letter serves as a formal cease and desist notice regarding your unauthorized and harmful activities on the Roblox platform. Your actions are a violation of Roblox policies and directly undermine Roblox's safety efforts and critically are exposing our users to increased risk. Those actions include engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations, sharing and soliciting personally identifiable information, and directing users to move conversations off the platform." The rest is basically them stating that they take predators very seriously, which clearly not if this letter exists in the first place. According to Schlep, they also accused him of not going through the proper channels, which the first thing he always does is literally report the account he's trying to have caught, and even at one point sent a whole-ass binder filled with predator information to Roblox headquarters. And I guess they shoved that up their ass and forgot about it because nothing was ever said about it. Schlep pretended to be a child to catch a predator, but he never forced anything out of them. It was always the predator that would slip up. The quote-unquote sharing identifiable information bullshit was about him sending the information to local law enforcement to have them investigate further. And he'd direct conversations off the platform to have more evidence and more of a chance to deal with them. But Roblox doesn't like that. Why? I have a feeling it's because the less players they have, the less revenue they receive.
Hello, I like money.
So even if the person they lose is literally a predator, it matters to them because they're losing money from it. That's all they care about. In fact, some predators that have literally been arrested and sentenced already still have their accounts up on Roblox, and they haven't been deleted. That is how little they care about your safety, and they issued a warning that every other vigilante person will be meeting the same fate if they don't stop. They also issued a statement defending their actions, saying that these vigilante people create an unsafe environment for players, because, yeah, that's totally what's creating the unsafe environment and not the predators people are trying to catch. But their statement defending themselves basically states the following. It is important to speak with the right sources to really understand how vigilante individuals and groups operate. Example, violating policies around sharing personally identifiable information, engaging in sexual conversations, lying about their ages, etc., all while having a profit motive, to evade detection instead of providing companies like ours with the information to take the necessary action. Because, yeah, they're the ones that have a profit motive here. Roblox has also been reportedly removing hundreds of items in their shop that were made in support of Schlep, and even removed a tribute game that someone made, almost as if they're trying to cover up something. I wonder what that could be. Let's pull a Dora the Explorer. Can you find the layers of bullshit here? I sure can. Louisiana is also reportedly suing Roblox for child endangerment and safety failures.
We've passed laws to keep sexual predators away from our kids in daycares, in schools, and on playgrounds. But there are companies who are facilitating and promoting virtual access that exposes your child, even when you think they're safe in your own home or in their own room.
And don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure Chris Hansen is making some sort of documentary on how Roblox allows predators to get away. It's also worth noting that Schlep states that in his youth, he went through an experience of being exploited by predators on Roblox, and he doesn't want the same thing happening to anybody else, and rightfully so. And even then, when his mom sent over the evidence to Roblox, they were ignored because they simply don't care.
When I was a kid, I was groomed on Roblox by a popular developer. He manipulated me, he used power dynamics over me, and frequently exposed me to gore and not safe for work material and loads of other stuff that a kid should never see. It was so bad that I actually made an attempt. While I was in the hospital, my mom contacted Roblox. They brushed her off. That predator went on to groom more victims before Roblox finally banned him. Years later, by the way.
However, while the world is divided on so many things, everybody has come together in support of Schlep, even starting the hashtag #FreeSchlep to try and get him unbanned and for Roblox to fuck right off. Will that happen? Probably not, because they care about one thing, and that's money and numbers, and don't be fooled. They do not care like they claim to. The evidence suggests otherwise, and I send my full support to Schlep and any other vigilante group or person out there who's just trying to make the platform a safer place for children so they won't be exploited. As for Roblox, I'd tell them to suck my dick, but I'm above the age of consent, so they wouldn't do that. If any other update happens, I will be sure to at least somewhat cover it, and I will be watching closely to see what happens with this whole situation. So that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts. I want to hear what everyone else has to say about the situation too. And remember, I love you all. Please stay safe and never let anybody take your crown.